Gaza's always been an orphan. Egypt didn't really want it. The Israelis, they didn't really need it either. The withdrawal of Israelis in 2005 left a big question of who would run Gaza, and they tried to hand it to the Palestinian Authority, but Hamas clobbered them in a civil war and has been running the place ever since. And Hamas never did before what it did earlier this month by invading Israel with troops and killing 1,400 people, most of them civilians. That changed everything. I mean, Israel intends to go into Gaza to defeat Hamas. And if Israel wants to go into Gaza in a big way and fight, it's going to be a very nasty fight. It's the kind of urban warfare every army hates, and Israel hasn't done anything like it for nearly a decade now. Because, of course, Hamas has had time to prepare these defenses. I mean, part of Plan B to what they carried out on October 7th was expecting an Israeli ground response. They've also built, as I think people know, almost an entire city underground. They're very sophisticated tunnels that have power, that have light. Those tunnels defeat some of Israel's technological advances. This is one of the reasons I think Israel's bombing so much. And if they can get enough people out, they're going to use even heavier bombs to try to destroy much of the underground tunnel structure before they go in. But the toll in Gaza is appalling. And of course, Gazans can't go anywhere. I mean, they're caught in this miserable position. As I said at the beginning, they've always been an orphan. I think quite a lot depends on the outcome of this war, and it is a war. It is possible to dismantle Hamas in Gaza. What you can't do is kill the idea of Palestinian resistance. Hamas, part of its religious basis is it is willing to die for Palestine and to drive out the Israelis. They call it martyrdom. And if Israel doesn't have a very good idea of what to do with Gaza afterwards, it's either going to be stuck there, which it doesn't want, or it risks a revival of Hamas once it leaves, or even another group that is more radical even than Hamas. So Israel has no really good choices in front of it. There's a possibility that the shock of this, the fact that Israel has again had to understand that the Palestinian question cannot be ignored, may produce a new political movement toward a two-state solution of some kind. But this mess still, I think, has many, many, many weeks to go, I'm afraid.